Hooters is coming to the Villages. That's right. The restaurant we all know for their tasty wings. And it's coming to Lake Deaton Plaza, right over here north of Highway 44, just north of Chitty Chatty next to the Rohan Rec Center. This building right here, the wood structure that you can see on the right side of your screen, that is a supposed Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is coming to this area also. And next to it, I'm not positive what that is, but Hooters actually just broke ground right off of this plaza in that patch of grass you can see up there in the distance. And I'm about to spin around and show you the whole thing here as we close in. So they just started breaking ground. The Villages has grown to 152,000 residents, and Neil Kiefer, President and CEO of Hooters Management, which is out of Clearwater, by the way, said that now, since there's a 200% increase since 2010 in residents, they are ready to invest in the Villages. Supposedly, there's going to be 3 of these restaurants placed in the Villages. The first one is going to be right here. And this one, like I said, Lake Deaton, they just broke ground. The Lake Deaton Plaza, just east of the Rohan Rec Center, Highway 44. You'll be able to get those tasty wings, tasty chips, and all that kind of stuff just north of that Chitty Chatty golf cart bridge that leads over. In this video, we're going to take a look at this, Lake Sumter, and we're also going to take a look at the new Walmart and some changes that are coming up with that as well, just north of Highway 466, close to Lake Sumter Landing. You can see Rohan Rec Center, the Chitty Chatty Bridge in the distance there, and the Publix were flying over that kind of parking lot area, headed toward the other areas. You can see right here, Highway 44 runs along the left side of all of this, just south of all of this area. And honestly, most of the new, they said the new area, now it's not so new, south of 44 and now south of the Turnpike, they said that that area is going to be bigger than the area north of Highway 44, which I mean, it pretty much already is, land-wise, not housing-wise, of course. So 150,000 residents, basically, are staying in the Villages. I wanted to give you a shot of Lake Sumter Landing, right at sunset, and this is one of the most beautiful areas, I think, in the Villages. Lake Sumter Landing, walking around the boardwalk, right by Lake Sumter Square. I very rarely get over to this area just because it's smack dab, kind of in the middle of everything currently. According to the maps and the way it is, this is actually going to be more toward the northern edge of the Villages. If you've never ate at the Lighthouse restaurant, I would say you're missing out. I find the food to be delicious. I'm not even really into seafood, but I had the grouper sandwich there, and it was tremendous. That Walmart that's coming in is less than a 5-minute car ride from this area. Less than a 5-minute car ride from this area. You might have seen the video I did not too long ago after Hurricane Milton, where the gazebo on the pier was knocked over. I also wanted to check that out, but there's nothing to check out because the gazebo is still not there. And we'll fly over that in a little bit. But what you can see is the boardwalk. The water has receded enough that they are allowing people back on the boardwalk. There was a huge thing in the news not too long ago that the developer is not going to pay for a brand new boardwalk like they've been trying to get. That's going to come out of all the bonds and the CDD and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be handled by not the developer, but you can see it is above water, and there's people walking around in this area now. And this is the little pier / platform that goes out to that gazebo that was blown over by Hurricane Milton. Fun fact about this area is that they have those dragon boat races and practices out here. The cool thing about that is they go to some national and even world competitions. Back when I was working at MVP, I believe they went to Italy, and they did very well, the dragon boat teams. So if you're competitive into rowing, that might be something that you'd like to check out. Here is that downtown Sumter Square, still one of the best squares. It's almost always packed. There's restaurants and more actual outdoor seating restaurants in this area. And I find that to be really enticing just because the weather's great. You get to see the square, listen to the music. Brownwood's pretty similar. There's only really one place in Spanish Springs that's like that. And that is, well, it was, and that was Margarita Republic's. They do have Blondies there now, but I've heard from a couple people that Blondies is not the best. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. They do have the shuttles that leave out of here, the villages shuttles that will take you on tours around the villages. And there's a quick look at those shuttles. There's also a sweet Cybertruck in the back. Not sure if you can see that or not. But yeah. So on the corner of Cherry Lane Road and 466, I believe it's Cherry Lane Road. It's Cherry something road anyway. And 466 is this new Walmart that's going in. And the new Walmart is going in here, and they just had to redo the contract because it was going to be too big, and I'll show you here in a minute. They were going or planning to take out 8 oak trees. Now they're only going to take out 2, and there's money set aside for them to leave an extra or plant more trees, which I think is great. But it doesn't replace those old oaks that are here from Florida for this. You get to see them. I mean, you can see a lot of them in this video here. There is a lot of construction in this area that I did not know about. I did not know any of this construction was back here. You really can't see it from the road on 466, and I don't travel down this far that often. And what I should say, I don't travel this east on 466 that often. And so I didn't even know it was here until I came over to look at the Walmart. But there's apartment complexes down here. There's housing developments out here. The Walmart is going out here, and it's more like a market Walmart. It's going to be a little bit smaller in size, not the big Walmart that you're used to. I'm also kind of depressed that they don't have that 24-hour Walmart anymore. Not that I've been in Walmart that often. I think I've been 2 times in the last 5 years or so. You can see the housing areas here. If you are, I guess if you would, as the crow flies, which they say, if you were to fly straight in that upper right corner, you would go right to the Middleton and those other areas that we actually just took a look at. This is actually facing 466. You can see the traffic going left and right. It gets crazy on 466. It used to be a little worse when the charter school was filled up down there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but since they moved down to Middleton, it's gotten a little bit more decent. The video we did of Middleton the other day was pretty cool to see the students actually walking away from the school and using the facilities. Middleton is a beautiful area. We also did a Buffalo Market event down there with the food trailer and absolutely crushed it. This is that area here. You can see those 8 oak trees. This is right on the corner. This is where that Walmart is going, or where it's said to be going, right on the corner of Cherry Lake Road and 466. And I would assume they're gonna pull these 2 right in the middle, these 2 oak trees right in the middle out. But who knows? There could be, I don't know, they could be doing something different, totally different. I'm not sure. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you got something out of this video. Of course, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and it costs you absolutely nothing. And as always, I will see you in the next one.